This is the final presentation for our project, an automated data ingestion system for our sponsor, Gloo.
This is our team. I'm Andrew Gilfillan.
I am Keyuan.
I'm Carlos Salazar.
I'm Jack Spicer.
I'm Cole Sturza.
I'm Rohan Suri.
And I'm Justin Vuong. So going into who Gloo is a trusted technology platform provider that helps churches, addiction recovery, mental health, and other service providers serve their people and communities. They do this by collecting data, and they use their data analytics platform that makes it easy for leadership within these organizations to understand the beliefs, motivations, and challenges of people within their communities and use those to deepen their connection.
Since Gloo takes data from various sources to ensure that the system processes the data appropriately, the goal of our project is to use regex and heuristics to build a data intake and validation system that automatically determine the type of data in each column. Our application will ingest the files, validate the data, identify the outliers, and store the process data. Then we'll also output the process data in the front end.
Awesome. Going over our approach, tools, and methodology decisions. Looking at the diagram to the left, a waterfall method is something we wanted to steer away from and fully adopt the right template that we have for an agile methodology. Overall, we thought that the agile method works well with a scope that was not fully defined in advance. It allowed for creativity, teamwork, and time management. Overall, it also allowed the users to iterate through the project development lifecycle with the team in development. Through the use of these tools, Stack Edit, Clubhouse, version control, and other documentation tools, we can say that we successfully completed our project on time.
That takes us to our goals for the finished product itself, and we identified these key benefits for Gloo that we wanted to achieve with our products. The first being that it would divert human resources to more appropriate tasks. The second, it would save Gloo time and money, obviously. And the third, it would provide greater insight into their client outreach efforts.
So I think one of the things that was really important for us is to really look at the success of this project. What's sort of the metric that we're measuring this at? So I think that one of the roadblocks in that sense was that we weren't able to test on any sort of real data. So we wouldn't know if it would work in theory, because we were just testing on sample and generated data. But theoretically it should, because we did as much testing as we could in that sense. So I'm hoping that Gloo is able to get something really good out of it. And one of the biggest lessons we learned was that sometimes what a client wants is not what a client needs. So Gloo really wanted an ML solution to their problem. And in reality, it was a lot faster for us to use regex and other data processing methodologies to look at how to do this in a more simple way.
Another key takeaway that we learned from this project was that software tool considerations are important to make early in a project development lifecycle. One of the issues we experienced late in the project was that MongoDB and Django have some issues that don't make them play well together. So it's important to be iterative and also analyze the types of tools that you'll be using in a project. And finally, the last lesson we learned that I think every group can attest to is that working remotely comes with unique challenges. And beyond that, it requires unique solutions as well. Some of these challenges really added a new level of difficulty in terms of communication, as well as the workflow and planning, not just within our capstone group, but also between us and our sponsor.
Okay, now we are going to go into a demo of the app. So just before we do that, we're going to take a look at some of the sample data that we'll be ingesting. So this first file contains a column of first names, last names, addresses, emails, social security numbers, And then there are some categorical variables and some numerical variables down here at the end. And then another file that we'll also be looking at is various numeric and categorical columns and some ordinal columns as well. So this is the homepage of the app. To ingest a file, you simply just click on the choose file, and then you can hit open and submit. Oh, I don't think I hit submit. All right, so here's the data. So it tells you when the file was ingested. And this link will take you to a data summary page. So here we can see this test data file. If you remember, there was some personal identifier information in that file. That has all been removed through our analysis and testing and heuristics that we have in our backend. But you can see here that these categorical columns were categorized correctly as strings. This one is ordinal. You can see that there is a inherent ordering to these values. The gender column got classified as a binary classifier, so it's just male and female. Then we also have some more categorical columns down here, and then this is a numeric column, and we can see some histograms that have been generated, and they've all been classified as numeric. This one has been classified as ordinal because there is a order to the numeric categories, basically. Okay. Then just to show the other file. So this one has quite a few more entries, but you can see everything is classified correctly as categorical. That is categorical, and there also are some statistics on the side here. So for instance, in this manufacturing coded column, the mode is 18. There are 0 missing values. If we quickly go back to the previous file, there are a couple columns here. So this one had 81 missing values. But yeah, and we can see also here that for numeric columns, the mean and standard deviation is showed. And that is it for the demo. Thanks for watching.